What if one of the biggest secrets behind Spider-Man's most unforgettable moments had nothing to do with special effects or blockbuster action? What if the person who helped shape those scenes was standing just off camera the entire time? Tom Holland is opening up about the surprising influence Zendaya has had on his performances, revealing how her perspective changed the way he approached some of his most memorable Spider-Man scenes. Fans instantly took notice, and the conversation quickly spread across social media. But that's not the whole story. What happened next surprised everyone. Fans immediately began asking questions. What kind of advice did Zendaya give? Which scenes were affected? And how much of her influence actually made it onto the big screen? The real story is far more interesting than a behind-the-scenes anecdote. It's a glimpse into creative partnership between two of Hollywood's biggest stars, showing how trust, collaboration, and honest feedback can elevate a performance in ways audiences never see. Their on-screen chemistry has captivated Marvel fans for years, but these latest revelations offer a rare look at what happens when the cameras stop rolling. Sometimes, the smallest conversations behind the scenes can leave the biggest impact on what eventually appears in theaters. So, what exactly did Tom Holland reveal about Zendaya's role in shaping those iconic Spider-Man moments? Let's start from the beginning. For years, fans have admired the effortless chemistry between Tom Holland and Zendaya on screen. Whether they were sharing emotional moments as Peter Parker and MJ or exchanging quick-witted dialogue, their performances always felt authentic. While audiences assumed that connection came from great acting alone, Tom Holland has now revealed there was another important factor behind the scenes. According to Tom, Zendaya wasn't just his co-star. She was also someone whose creative input he deeply valued. During filming, she would occasionally offer honest feedback about certain scenes, helping him fine-tune moments that needed to feel more natural or emotionally believable. Rather than taking offense, Tom welcomed those suggestions, believing they made his performance stronger. That revelation immediately caught fans' attention. It's not every day a major Hollywood actor openly credits someone else for helping improve scenes in one of the biggest movie franchises in the world. Fans immediately began asking questions. Which Spider-Man moments benefited from Zendaya's advice? Were there scenes audiences loved that looked completely different before her feedback? But that's not the whole story. What makes this even more fascinating is that their collaboration wasn't based on ego or competition. Instead, it reflected mutual trust and respect. Two qualities that helped bring Peter Parker and MJ's relationship to life in a way that resonated with millions of fans around the globe. And as Tom shared more about their behind-the-scenes dynamic, it became clear that Zendaya's influence extended far beyond what audiences ever saw on screen. As fans look back at the Spider-Man trilogy, many began to realize why Peter Parker and MJ's relationship felt so believable. It wasn't just the script or the direction. It was a genuine collaboration between Tom Holland and Zendaya that helped bring those emotional moments to life. Tom has spoken about how valuable it is to have someone you completely trust on set. When you're filming an emotional scene or trying to capture the perfect reaction, even the smallest suggestion can make a huge difference. That's where Zendaya's perspective became so important. Her feedback wasn't about changing the story. It was about making each moment feel as honest and authentic as possible. What happened next surprised everyone. Fans flooded social media praising the couple's teamwork, with many saying this behind-the-scenes revelation only made them appreciate the films even more. Instead of seeing two actors simply reciting lines, audiences began viewing their performances as a result of a creative partnership built on mutual respect and open communication. The real story is far more interesting than a typical Hollywood romance. It's about two talented performers who challenge each other to be better, both professionally and personally. In an industry where collaboration is essential, Tom and Zendaya have shown that great performances often come from listening, trusting, and supporting one another. And as more stories from the Spider-Man set continue to emerge, one thing is becoming increasingly clear. Some of the franchise's most memorable scenes weren't created by visual effect alone. They were shaped by the quiet conversations, shared ideas, and genuine connection between two stars whose chemistry extends far beyond the camera. As more of Tom Holland's comments made the rounds, fans weren't just talking about Spider-Man anymore. They were talking about the kind of creative partnership every actor hopes to have. In an industry where blockbuster films involve hundreds of people making thousands of decisions, having someone you trust enough to offer honest feedback can be incredibly valuable. For Tom, that trust came naturally with Zendaya. Their friendship, which later blossomed into a relationship, created an environment where they could openly discuss scenes without worrying about criticism. If something didn't feel authentic, they could talk it through. If a line sounded unnatural or a moment needed more emotion, they worked together to find what felt right. That level of collaboration is something audiences rarely get to see. Fans usually witness the finished product on screen, but they don't always realize how many thoughtful conversations happen behind the cameras before a single scene is finalized. Perhaps that's why Tom's remarks resonated so strongly. Instead of portraying himself as the sole reason for Spider-Man's success, he chose to acknowledge Zendaya's influence and celebrate the teamwork that helped shape their performances. Many fans view that honesty as a reflection of the respect they share both professionally and personally. But the story doesn't end with a few behind-the-scenes conversations. If anything, those moments reveal something even bigger about why Tom Holland and Zendaya continue to captivate audiences around the world, and why their partnership has become one of Hollywood's most admired success stories. As fans continue celebrating Tom Holland and Zendaya's relationship, it's becoming increasingly clear that what makes them special isn't just their on-screen chemistry. It's the respect they have for each other's talent. In Hollywood, where blockbuster franchises often rely on massive productions and cutting-edge technology, Tom's comments serve as a reminder that the human element is still what audiences connect with most. Every memorable Spider-Man scene begins with a script, but it's the emotion behind the dialogue that makes viewers believe in Peter Parker and MJ's story. According to Tom, having Zendaya's honest perspective helped him find those authentic moments, proving that sometimes the best performances come from collaboration rather than individual effort. Fans immediately began sharing their favorite scenes online, revisiting emotional moments from the films with a new appreciation. Suddenly, those quiet conversations between Peter and MJ carried even more meaning, knowing there was genuine trust and teamwork behind the camera. But perhaps the biggest takeaway isn't about Spider-Man at all. It's about two actors who continue to inspire each other while navigating one of Hollywood's biggest franchises. Their willingness to listen, learn, and support one another has become just as admired as their performances on screen. In an industry often filled with competition, Tom and Zendaya have shown that true partnership can make great storytelling even stronger. And that's exactly why this latest revelation has resonated with fans everywhere. It offers a rare glimpse into the creative process behind some of Marvel's most unforgettable moments, and reminds us that the magic audiences see on screen often begins with the trust shared between the people bringing those stories to life. So, what do you think? Does knowing about Zendaya's behind-the-scenes influence make you appreciate the Spider-Man films even more? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more of the latest Hollywood news and behind-the-scenes celebrity updates. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Looking back, Tom Holland's comments reveal something bigger than a behind-the-scenes Spider-Man story. They offer a rare glimpse into how great performances are often built, not through ego, but through trust, collaboration, and a willingness to learn from someone you respect. For years, fans have admired the natural connection between Peter Parker and MJ. Now, knowing that Tom welcomes Zendaya's honest feedback during filming adds an entirely new layer to those unforgettable scenes. It reminds us that the magic audiences experience on screen often begins with small conversations that happen long before the cameras start rolling. In an industry where every blockbuster is analyzed frame by frame, it's refreshing to hear an actor openly recognize the person who helped him become even better. Tom's appreciation for Zendaya highlights the kind of partnership that's increasingly rare in Hollywood, one built on encouragement, creativity, and genuine admiration. As Marvel fans continue revisiting their favorite Spider-Man moments, many are seeing those scenes through a different lens. It's no longer just about superheroes, action sequences, or visual effects. It's about two talented performers working together to create something that feels real enough for millions of people to connect with emotionally. Whether you're a lifelong Marvel fan or simply enjoy seeing authentic Hollywood stories, one thing is clear. Tom Holland and Zendaya's collaboration has become just as inspiring as the characters they portray. So, what do you think? Which Spider-Man moment between Peter Parker and MJ is your favorite? And does Tom Holland's revelation make you appreciate those scenes even more? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this story, be sure to like this video, subscribe for more Hollywood news, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest celebrity updates. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.